Welcome back. Today we are unlocking a real Nigerian dilemma: office romance. Love, pressure, or power play? We are cutting through the small talk to ask the tough questions about attraction, ambition, and office politics. Let's get straight into it. With me is a special guest. Please introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Okorie Inamdi. I'm a data analyst and I'm excited to be here.
You're welcome, sir. In Nigeria's Oga at the top office culture, can a junior female staff actually say no to her boss without her career taking a hit or being labeled proud?
Okay, all right, this question is it's kind of tricky. Okay, for me, yeah, I feel saying being labeled proud would stop harassment from your senior male colleague. If I'm a female, I'll gladly prefer you label me proud, just to keep a professional space. Now, in Nigeria, I think it's kind of difficult because of how and what we have witnessed. But this current day, 2026, I think a certain level of wokeness has come up in Nigeria, where I think women now have the courage to actually say no, and if the person persists, they can now report uh, to the higher hierarchy. Yeah, to the higher hierarchy. And I feel like for me, the question also needs to say if this person is your immediate boss or overall boss, like the overall boss. So because depending on this level of position, it also determines if uh it determines the response that you get from the said lady, depending on the position of the person that is actually trying to um trying to ask her out. Or so I feel for me it depends on the position, and I also feel like, yeah, uh being labeled proud is going to stop that. I feel it's okay to be labeled proud, to keep the office space professional at all times. So I'm not sure if I've answered correctly, but I think yes, I would say yes. You can say no in this current day, 2026. You can say no, and you won't lose your job. They might stress you though, but you won't lose your job.
Thank you for that. Okay, but once the office romance goes public, how do you deal with the Nigerian family and community instantly switching from housework to when is the wedding?
Okay. Concerning the when is the wedding and issues that comes from workplace relationship being known. Well, for me, I don't even let that pressure get to me, because I know what I am looking for in a wife. I know what I'm looking for in a woman, and I believe in taking my time to make sure that I get to that space that I think it's convenient for me to say, okay, I want my partner to be this, and I want my partner to be that, and how we can meet each other in the middle and make something good out of the relationship. So I don't, uh, I don't believe, or I won't be moved by any kind of pressure that comes from the community or extended family. I think, as I said, in this current generation, I don't think, I don't know. There might be probably people that still get pressured into marriage, seeing now what marriage has become lately. I don't think much people pressure you into marriage again, considering the economy is crazy right now. So I don't know, man. I just feel like, for me, it won't get to me. The whole pressure will not get to me.
Okay, we all know the office wife or office husband vibe, but when that friendship turns romantic, Does it just become a cocktail of gossip and ruin credibility?
Well, for me, with the whole office wife, even though it's a non-physical or sexual relationship, I think it comes with a lot of gisting each other, talking to each other every time, and even without you knowing, there might be slip ups from your own main relationship that you discuss with this person because you believe this person is your person at work, and you can say anything to this person. And I think it goes a long way. If not properly guided, it might become toxic. If not properly guided, toxic in sense of gossip, jealousy, as mentioned, and damages professional credibility because most times you now things you're supposed to do together as colleagues, because of how whatever it is you've discussed has affected the other person, then it begins to affect the relationship. It begins to affect how you carry out your work, and it becomes an issue. So for me, I feel like there should be boundaries. Once there are boundaries, I don't think there's a problem with the whole uh, office spouses and all that stuff. It's just most times it's just banter. But as long as there's a boundary, as long as there's a limit to certain things, it's something that shouldn't be an issue for me. It shouldn't be a big deal.
If things go south, how do you handle a breakup when one person has a godfather in the company who can decide your promotion or your exit?
Signing the Godfather factor. So you're saying if relationship sours, how do I navigate a breakup when one partner has become a powerful when one partner has a powerful godfather or uncle in the company who can influence promotions and terminations? Wow. Okay. This is a tough one because I'm not one to involve myself in relationship at work. I try to avoid it at all cost. And before I enter into any relationship, I try to look at the pros and cons, especially when the relationship is with somebody that you work in the same space and you know the person has a father figure in the office that is actually above me and can influence how my work goes on at that company. It's a tricky one. So before I enter that relationship, I should have known better that whatever way I treat this person would also affect my work. And going into a relationship like that, I am supposed to be guided. Let me use the word guided, knowing that this person has an influence to bring me up or bring me down. And me going into a relationship with this person who is closer to this person that has that influence, it's a big factor. So I should have weighed all my pros and my cons and everything I need to do because entering a relationship is not something to joke about. So it depends on the issues because I believe that if the issues are not from me or if it's a mutual issue, it's something that this godfather can actually guide about. But me putting myself in a situation whereby I have to go and hurt this person intentionally, I'm setting myself up for problems.
Well, you're absolutely correct. You are very correct. But as a woman, for me, navigating this space, office romance in Nigeria is less about love, if you ask me. Oh. Yeah, but I know people who do get married. Like, I know colleagues that got married working in the same office space, which is incredible, which is good, not bad. But most of the time, uh, it's more about navigating a minefield of power and perception. So the real challenge isn't finding chemistry, it's surviving the scrutiny, the hierarchy, and the godfather politics that come with it. So a huge thank you to our incredible guest, Mr. Namdi, for bringing us so much honesty, insight, and realness to this delicate topic. You've given us a lot to think about. Thank you so much. And do stay impactful as always.